I believe equality is unfair. Yes, I believe equality is unfair. I believe that people do not necessarily need sameness. What they need is equal access to the resources that they personally require in order to live their best life. Everyone here is privileged in some way. If you can understand me, it's because the talk is in English. So, I'm assuming most of the audience is bilingual. That is a privilege. Everyone here was able to pay the 5 JD fee to enter this talk. It might not seem like a lot. However, to the third of Jordanians who make less than 300 JDs a month, spending 5 JDs on recreational events is not an option. You see, living in Jordan as a privileged citizen, I have always questioned the opportunities that I have, because I had no hand in creating them for myself. They were given to me simply because I was born into my family. Having wondered about this, I knew that somewhere out there is someone who has the brains to change the world. However, they were not given the opportunities to grow to the best person they can be. And having questioned this, I was introduced to the idea of equity. Here's how I understood what it means. If Anna Kendrick and LeBron James stand next to each other, and by the way, Anna Kendrick is as tall as I am, and LeBron James is 2.3 meters tall. If they both stand next to each other in front of a tall concrete wall, and they were both given a stool, the same stool, to look over the wall, they would both be able to see over the wall. However, LeBron would see further along the distance than Anna. Equity would provide her with a taller stool to make her as tall as LeBron, not taller, not shorter. Equality, however, will not fix the situation, because it's equal, right? One of the experiences that helped me realize that there are people that are different than me, and that social classes are a real thing, was when I went to Brazil. I visited 2 different cities there. The first being Foz do Iguaçu, or Foz for short, a city known for having one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The other city, Gramado, a city that attracts tourists for its unique architecture. In Gramado, I did not see a stark difference in social classes. People of Gramado had the same houses, cars, food. In fact, all their houses looked like this. However, in Foz, there were people who were homeless and people who had luxury homes. There were extreme difference in social classes. That stark difference caught my attention. So, when I got back here, I realized how Jordan has a similar structure to what I saw in Brazil. Abdul Street cuts Amman into 2, West and East Amman. Living in the west of Amman is a privilege. You have access to good water service, access to private schools, well-equipped and very expensive medical centers. You have safe food from the supermarkets and luxury malls, where one suit costs more than a 2-month allowance in the east of the city. Few kilometers east from this kingdom of splendor, you enter a different world. In the east of Amman, you can touch and feel almost everything, from misery to poverty to people living on the streets. Here, everything affects you, especially a smell. You can change a car, you can dress differently, you can use tons of air freshener, but the smell of stinky water dribbling down the camps of Palestinian camps remains. The root of this division is mainly caused by the unbalanced income distribution that determines the division of society, curving the gap between the poorest and the richest. Those who have the resources benefit from the country's economic growth. Those who live hand to mouth seek to survive. These 2 classes dominate in Amman. It's not fair. It is not. Equity, in my opinion, should also be implemented in law systems. For example, if someone stole food out of need for it and someone stole food out of greed, it is unfair to treat them equally. A punishment for the first person could be to let them work at a bakery with no payment and yet provide them with. That way, we would fill the necessity of the person, yet provide justice. Doing that for the other person, however, is irrational, and another measure should be taken for them. Physical labor is underpaid. People who tend to take professions that require physical labor did not have an education that exceeds elementary school. For example, on al-Wasat, they work 8 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. They only have a 4,000 annual income. However, a secretary who works 5 out of 7 days a week, 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day, gets a 3,000 annual income. That is simply unfair. There has been conflict for the past few months on whether or not the country should increase the tax rate. Here's what I have to say about it. There's a 16% tax rate and everything for everyone, no matter how much their income is. Someone who makes 300 JDs pays the same exact tax rate as those who make 800 JDs. That is unfair for those who make a minimal income. To fix this, I simply think that we should remove the tax rates from simple necessities like food and water, and yet increase the tax rates on other things like insurance, technologies, and furniture to maintain the balance. That way, we would ensure everyone has basic life necessities. There has also been an unemployment crisis in Jordan. In fact, it reached 18.4% last year. That increases the rates of murders, robberies, and drug crimes. To fix this, the government could simply provide the unemployed with an allowance to have them maintain their lives. That money would have been spent on other things like the effect of imprisonment and crime. So creating this allowance is much more effective. In fact, it will help contain the human resources that Jordan has. Simply, after all of that, what I'm trying to say is that we need to give people access, not sameness. We need to give people access to what they need. Equality provides sameness, while equity provides access. Equality will not make the change we want to see. Equity, however, will make the real change we really want to see in the world. Thank you.